guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the brand new Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. I actually picked up 2 shades. Super excited to dive right into these. But before we get started, I do really want to introduce myself. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Jessica, aka The Mexican Beauty. I make videos on all things beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. I would love for you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Also, while you're at it, please go ahead and hit that notification bell because I'll make sure you never miss a video. And also, don't forget to follow me on my other platforms, Instagram, The Mexican Beauty, and also TikTok, The Mexican Beauty, because whenever I'm not here, I'm posting some really amazing content over on those platforms. So let's just go ahead and get right into this video. Okay, so we already have our moisturizer and our sunscreen on. For moisturizer, I do have the Verse Dew Point Moisturizing Gel Cream. I've been really enjoying this stuff. And also the Bondi Sands Face SPF 50. Both of these have been really good for my skin, but I'm just really excited to get into both of these Maybelline Perfectors. I actually at first went ahead and picked up the one in the shade 2 Medium because I was like, this would be my perfect match. There's only like 5 shades, so I was like, what's going on? But it's only supposed to be kind of like a tint and illuminator, and they adjust to your tone. So I was like, okay, let's try medium. Medium does look a little dark. So I did go ahead and also pick up the shade Light 01. I'll show you guys how both of them look. They do retail for $12.99. You can use this like before your foundation, almost like that flawless filter if you do feel like this is too light of a coverage for you. And then you can also use it to conceal, which I have used it to conceal, and it was beautiful. Like, it really gave me what I needed it to give me. I also purchased the shade Light later on because I felt like medium wasn't going to be good for concealer for me, just because I do like more so of that brightening effect. So this is what the packaging looks like. And here you do get 0.68 ounces, so a little bit less than standard size, but I think for the price it's really good. And then of course it's like the other Instant Age Rewind products. You just twist this and then the product's gonna come out here. So you can either just go in and apply it here like this if you want to. It is a little bit of a thick sponge, so it's harder to get in there. So another tip that I like to do personally is I like to take one of my favorite sponges. This is from Araceli Beauty. And then what I do is I take this product from the little sponge. Obviously, I'm the only person using this, so this is okay to do. And then I just go in and apply it right on the under eye to blend. And it really does give me that brightened effect. Now, you guys do remember that I did say that these are color adjusting, so they do adjust to your skin tone. So it may look a little light right now, but as it sets, it definitely does adjust to my skin tone very nicely. So this is one way to wear it, or you can just do this for the under eye as concealer. You guys can see immediately it brightens your under eye. Let me actually take this side off so you guys can actually see how it looks. I don't know why I did that. Just so that you guys can see how it compares. And you guys can see the difference between having the product on and not having anything on. It definitely gives you that very brightened effect, ready for the day. I don't have severe darkness on my under eyes, but I do have a little bit of darkness, but you can still see the difference right away. So you can use it like this, which is definitely a cool way to use it. So that's one of the steps, doing the concealer with it. And I do feel like the product is so lightweight and creamy that it just really gets in there. Especially for people, at least for me, I have very little fine lines in here, and concealers tend to crease unless I go in and set them, like really set them. And I feel like because this is such a lightweight product, it doesn't crease as easily as if I use other concealers where I have to go in and set. So let's say I'm in a rush and I don't feel like really setting the face, I can just go in with this and it like brightens up the eye, and then it's like good to go. So I really like that aspect of this product. So I'm gonna quickly show you guys on this side how it would work if we used both of these products. This is the shade 2 Medium, and you guys are about to see the difference in tones. So you guys can see how when I apply it, it definitely does pick up orange. So I'm just twisting it. I think maybe if I had a tan, it would be good, but I just feel like you guys can see like it's picking up very, very orangey. I like to use a brush because I definitely do want it to like look more, you know, like it's the BB cream. And so that would be another step that you could use this for, which would be as a BB cream. It gives you a very lightweight consistency for those like makeup, no makeup days where you want that coverage, but you want to almost like barely there look. So it's not too bad, but I definitely do feel like it does pick a little orangey. So that's like my only concern. I wish there was another medium shade that was a little bit more neutral. more so of that like olivey complexion, kind of like how I do like the neutral tones. This you can right away tell with the medium that you're wearing makeup. It's just picking up orange. I feel like a lot of times people have been confusing this with a foundation. It's not a foundation. Think of this as like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I mean, you can wear it alone. It looks absolutely beautiful, but this is definitely for those lighter coverage stays BB cream style, which it says right here. It's not a foundation. So I definitely do think this is a perfect product for the summer. It definitely gives you like those summer friendly vibes, and it literally gives you like a pretty glow from within. I think that for the person who wants that radiance from within, that barely there look, this is going to be great. So now I'm gonna go in with the shade Light on this side all over so you guys can kind of see the difference. So when you first apply it, it definitely does give you like more so of like those, oh my gosh, is it gonna be too light? And I do kind of go ham because I want like that fuller coverage for BB cream, just because I do have a lot of redness. Okay, so I applied the shade Light on this side. You can see the difference definitely from the shade Medium. I definitely do think that for me personally, mixed together, it would probably be the best, just because I feel like I'm that like in between shade. So you can use this definitely this way, or you can use it this way, but you can still see kind of the difference in color. I just wanted to kind of show them to you guys side by side. I would do this side for like when I wanna put this on as primer before I put on a foundation, like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, where you kind of want that really beautiful base to just kind of add that like gorgeous color before you apply foundation. So that's kind of what I would use it as. But I do think that if you're somebody around my complexion, I would probably have to end up mixing both of these to kind of give me that perfect BB cream color. They do kind of like color adjust as the time passes, because this side doesn't look as orange as it did when I first applied it. And this side doesn't look as like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be pale when I first apply it either. So like I said, you guys can use this in many different forms, from primer to concealer to BB cream to highlight. I know highlighter isn't as intense as it used to be, so just even applying a little dab of it like on your high points of the face would really make the face pop and just make it stand out. It definitely gives you such a healthy and beautiful finish, which I am all here for. Another way that you could also use these perfectors is, let's say you have like a more fuller coverage foundation or skin tint, for example. Let's say I'm using like my Camo e.l.f. CC cream, and I kind of want to like mix it a little bit so it's not as thick and full coverage, and I kind of want to add a little bit more radiance in there. I can take one of these two and I can mix it into the foundation and really get that really beautiful like finish. So that's another way that you can use the product. I think for $12.99, it's not a bad price at all. I would say though, if you are around my complexion, it may end up being like $25 because you may end up wanting to purchase both of them. But I feel like it just gives the skin very healthy vibes. This is the side where I'm wearing the light. This is the side where I'm wearing the medium. So I wanted to do this for those of you guys who are on the fence of which color to buy, because I know that when you see it online or even in stores, since there's no testers, you're like, which shade am I gonna be? That's why I was like, let me put this to the test. But what I'm gonna do really quickly is I'm gonna show you guys how these look in natural lighting, and then I'm gonna come back and use both of them together to kind of create that perfect base so that I can go ahead and start my day, because I can't walk around like this. It's not that big of a difference in person, but I mean, you could definitely tell if like you look at me up close, like what's going on there, you know? So we are with natural lighting right now. This is the side where we went with the shade Light 01. You guys can see. I definitely do think in natural lighting, this matches pretty well. And then this side right here is medium 2. And I do feel like medium 2, you guys can definitely see it pulls a little orangey. So it almost looks like it gives me like a subtle tan, which isn't bad, but I guess everybody has a different preference for what shade they would rather go for. So that's why I want to show you guys how both of these looked in natural lighting. But look how beautiful and healthy the skin looks, like seriously. Okay guys, so I am back, full face is done, and what I ended up doing, you guys saw, is I literally just mixed them up on the face, applied them both, and I got this really great result. I also did go ahead and just use the shade Light on the under eyes by itself to really give me that brightening effect. And then I did go in over with some concealer. I used my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Peach. But let me just tell you, these together worked really well. I do still feel like the medium is a little too warm for me by itself. It almost makes me look a tad bit muddy. So I honestly would prefer to go in with this light. I don't know, I just feel like it looks better. Maybe if I do pick up more of a tan, then I'll feel more comfortable using just the medium by itself. But I do think that overall, it gives you a very pretty finish. Obviously, you guys can see right now I am wearing it as a BB cream, which is something that you can wear this as. I think what makes these Maybelline 4-in-1 Perfectors so great and universal is the fact that you can do so much with them, especially if you're somebody on the go who doesn't have time to do the whole situation. You can just do everything with these, or if you do have the time, you can mix these in with your foundation, use it as primer. It really does give you like that diverse range of things that you can do with it. There's no right or wrong way. What I will say though is this isn't a foundation. This is not a foundation, so don't look at this as a foundation. I'm wearing this as a BB cream, as a very light makeup day, as a very natural skin-like finish. I'm not going in with this any expectations of this being a foundation. It's not going to give you that. Even so, like I do have redness, I have rosacea, and you guys can still see some of my rosacea popping through on my nose, also my cheeks. What I ended up doing was I just ended up concealing it with a blush. So that's kind of how I'm seeing this product. I definitely do think it's great for that person who loves a natural makeup day. I think it's great for the person who has normal to dry skin and wants to have that really nice glowy radiance. I have been trying these out for the past few days. Like I mentioned, I've been wearing these, and I do feel like as a combination skin person, it does get dewy by the end of the day, so that's just something to note. So I probably wouldn't wear it alone if you do have very oily skin. I would probably just mix it maybe with a thicker foundation that you feel like is too thick to kind of like neutralize. Or if you've been wanting to try the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, this is definitely a do for that. It looks exactly the same. The one thing I will say I'm not the biggest fan of is the shade range. I understand they're universal, but still, I mean, Maybelline, you guys are like one of the best to do it with the complexions and the shade ranges. I feel like there needed to be a few more shades to like make this a full situation. I feel like because it is a Perfector, it's not a foundation, it's kind of like one of those universal products. Obviously, we're not looking for like 50 shades, but I feel like if we would have had a better range to kind of suit different complexions, it would have been great. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this review and demo on how I apply these Maybelline Perfectors. I think if you've been looking for these, if you have, you know, dry normal skin, or if you're somebody that really wanted to try the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, these are definitely worth checking out. For $12.99, you get 0.68 ounces. I think that's great. And you can do so much with these little guys. So I would recommend them, but I definitely do feel like everybody has a different opinion. I always like to share with you guys all the sides of the equation so you guys can kind of see how they would do for different types of people. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's me know to continue doing these types of videos for you guys. I think that's all I have. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye, guys.